this year, what I've done is we've all undergone a training to facilitate the Strengthening Families, Strengthening Community Parenting Programme and the Young People's Programme. So these are very structured programmes, and they're not programmes to dictate, you know, what's right and wrong with parenting. And these programmes are rooted in youth violence, so they look at a trauma-informed approach, and they basically look at ways of how you can navigate your young person to make decisions. So we're not dictating to the parents, it's just a place for parents to come for 13 weeks, and it's a curriculum that they have to follow. And with the mums, we've done like workshops focusing on domestic violence. So with that, we basically spoke to mums about what domestic violence is, and a lot of these mums were English wasn't their first language, so they didn't understand what domestic violence was, or recognise that this is what it is, because they have seen this behaviour throughout their marriage and it's become normalised. So we spoke about coercion, and they were like, no, if he tells me not to see my friends or my family, that's his right as a husband, and it's okay, because when you marry, you leave your family. So they were rationalising the actions. So it's basically workshops talking about that, and again we use art as a form of expressing themselves, and yeah, it was really good. And we do English classes for moms, and we focus on the BAME community, but because there's not a lot for women where English isn't their first language. So if we hadn't done that workshop, they would have never known. And so what we're trying to say to them is that your children are seeing this behaviour, and they will then mimic that behaviour in their own relationships. You know, so
I can imagine how eye-opening it must be for them.
it was really emotional, you know, and they didn't get it at first.
That's
so so you have to, and it doesn't happen overnight either. You know, it was like we did 12 weeks, and they came and they were like, yeah, and it was only a few months later they came back and they're like, oh, we get it, we understand it now. And I was like, well, this is what we were saying was our weeks. It's not normal, but it takes time, and it takes courage to make a stand. And yes, they're still with their husbands, but I think they're learning to put themselves first in certain situations. And that's the best sometimes that can happen, and recognising that this is wrong, and you know, go and see your friends, and just those little baby steps.